everyone, it's Tanya Maloney here again from Nurture in Nature and the Nature Bus. Thank you for joining me for the second in our Children's Week video series about getting out and into nature. Before I begin, I would like to acknowledge the traditional custodians of the land on which I play, learn and explore. I'm on Kiro Warong country and I pay my respects to their elders past, present and emerging. Take a moment to consider the traditional custodians of the land that you play, learn and explore, and acknowledge their connection to country and their caring for the land. In this second video, we're going to do a little bit of nature yoga, which might look a little bit different from the nature or from the yoga you generally see maybe on telly, or maybe mum or dad does it in the lounge room. Not sure, or your teacher. Anyway, so we're going to be doing some nature yoga. But before we get into that, I'm going to take you on a leaf meditation. Now, a leaf meditation is a wonderful way to connect to the country that you're on when you go into a new space, or even into a space that you're very familiar with. What I'd like you to do when this video is finished, or maybe you already have one, like I do in my pocket, go and find a leaf out in nature. Pick one off the ground. We don't want to pick these beautiful leaves that are already attached to the tree because they have a very important job to do for nature and for the tree, of course. So I've found a leaf here, as you can see. And what I'd like you to do is close your eyes, holding your leaf, and I'm going to take you through this leaf meditation. Leaf meditation, a connecting to country practice. Leaf meditation is a wonderful practice for us all to experience each time you go out onto country. It helps you to be present, connect deeply with the space, and notice the stories of this country that your leaf has to share with you. Let's begin. When you go out on country, it's an ancient and respectful practice to find a leaf when you first arrive. This can be when you go out into your yard, the garden at your home, or even on a bushwalk or holiday, whether the place is new or familiar. Be sure to choose a leaf on the ground that nature has gifted you. Don't pick it off a tree or a plant. We must care for country while we are there, and the living things attached to the trees and plants have an important role to play in nature as food, shelter, and nutrients, much more important than holding it in our hands. Sitting or standing, hold your leaf gently and silently in your hand. Now, holding your leaf still, close your eyes to heighten all of your senses as you move through your moment of mindfulness with your leaf. As you do, your smell becomes stronger, the sounds become louder, and your touch will be gentler. With your eyes closed, hold your leaf in your hand. Take your time and slowly use your fingers to feel and notice. Are there veins on your leaf? Are there lumps on your leaf? Where did it live here and who lived with it? Does your leaf feel old and dry, like it's fallen many days ago onto the ground and given its full life to the tree? Or is it smooth and cool, like a fresh leaf just blown down from the wind or in a recent storm? Now, slowly move your finger around the edges of your leaf. What do you feel? Are the edges serrated or sharp to protect your leaf and plant? Are its edges curved or bumpy? Is the edge of your leaf straight and strong? Really think about your leaf and silently think about why it is the way it is. How would that help your leaf and the plant or tree it came from? Now, holding your breath and with your eyes still closed, Move your leaf up to your nose. Take a deep breath in and smell your leaf. Does it smell like the earth? Has it spent time in the soil? Now, ever so gently, fold your leaf between your fingers to open its pores and release its oils. See if you can crush a beautiful smell from it. Is it a eucalyptus smell? Or perhaps a lemon smell? Or something entirely different? Think about what else does that smell remind you of? Does it bring back a memory of a place or a happy time with friends or people you care about? Now with your leaf, take it up to your ear. Still silent and still with eyes closed, you're going to feel and create the sound of your leaf. Keeping the leaf close to your ear, rub your fingers over the leaf. Slowly rub over its surface and veins. Does your leaf crinkle with age? Is it smooth and quiet? Does it swoosh or squeak as you move your finger across it? What other stories does the sound of the leaf tell you? Now, slowly put your leaf down into your lap. Take a moment, and when you're ready, open your eyes and look for the stories that you can see in your leaf. Does your leaf show signs that someone has lived there? Who has lived there? Does your leaf show signs that someone has eaten here when they were hungry? Does your leaf show signs that someone was born here, or maybe the egg or the case is still there? Think about what animal or creature might have been there and what they might have seen or done while they were there. Lastly, think about what you now see when you look at your leaf. Where once it might have grabbed your attention for its colour or its shape, now what does your leaf tell you about the place that you're in and the place that you got your leaf from? Is your leaf one that you've seen before, or is it something new you've not seen before and wonder how it got there? Your leaf is a special reminder for you of this place, where you are now, and the animals and plants that live here, and the journeys that they and now you shall take here. So as you go on your journey today, take your leaf with you and think about what messages, what stories and what memories you will create in nature as you go about your journey in this place. And when you leave, return the leaf to where you found it and give thanks to Country for all you have seen and all that you've done on Country today. And it all began with the gift of a leaf. Wasn't that wonderful? Such a beautiful way to connect with Country and for your leaf to tell you the stories of the land that you're playing on. Okay, so pop your leaf down somewhere that's special to you, and then we can return it to nature when we're finished. It's a lovely way to give back to the earth. Now it's time to get a little more active, and we're going to do some nature yoga. Now you may have seen people doing yoga. Maybe your mum or your dad or your uncle or your brother or your sister or your teacher likes to do a bit of tree pose. Ooh, actually, I'm in the tree here, so I'm actually doing the tree pose in the tree. Or a tree pose, for example, or maybe there are poses like downward dog. Lots of yoga poses are actually named after things in nature. But have you ever heard of the acrobatic alpaca? Or maybe the Zen zebra? We're going to have some fun with some nature names of yoga poses that I've made up, and then you're going to actually make up some of your own. I can't wait to see and hear about all the things that you come up with. It's going to be really, really cool. So as you are practicing your nature yoga poses, as you're holding a pose, really think about the pose that you're doing. So if, for example, you're doing the hiding echidna pose, really think about what it would be like to be a hiding echidna, bunched up into a ball and maybe putting your spikes out to ward off predators. See if you can hold the pose for as long as you possibly can, maybe even a minute, without too much wobbling and trying not to giggle. I get the giggles on doing these quite a lot. So once you've had a go at all the nature yoga moves that I have on my list for you to try, it's time to make up your own. Really use your imagination and think about the things in nature that maybe you like or that you've seen, and make one up for yourself. If you feel comfortable, then share it with your friends in the group that you're in, and I'd also love to know of them as well, so I can add them to my nature yoga list. Okay, so it's about to rain, so I'm going to head inside, or even better, go and get my umbrella and go for a wander in the rain. I'm sure there'll be lots of puddles for me to jump in after the big heavy rain that we're going to get this afternoon. Now, thanks for joining me again, and I look forward to seeing your nature yoga moves, hearing all about your leaf meditation, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video as we zoom in on nature. See you outside. Bye.